Good evening, everyone. I hope I am audible and visible to all of you. Can you please confirm once if I am audible to all of you? If you could type it in the chat section. Can you please confirm if I am audible? Okay, great. So very good evening, everyone. It's so nice to meet all of you again for this very, very important session on what next. Now, all of you are aware that all the law entrance exams that all of you are supposed to write are over. CLAT results, ALET results are more or less over. If you look at MHCT in Maharashtra, that exam is also over. So now the important question is, what are the backup options that all of us have after the CLAT and ALET 2020 results? And a lot of students have asked me in the past as to, sir, is retaking CLAT 2021 a good option? And my aim today is that I am able to give you some clarity on what kind of options you can all look at in the future. And then I'm also going to talk about the institutional round process, which is available to all of you. So what is this institutional round process under NLUs and how all of you can apply for it? I'm going to talk about that also. And then I'm going to get into retaking CLAT 2021. Okay, to introduce myself to all the students, my name is Mandar and I'm the lead mentor for IMS. I look after the law program for some of the centers. Let's hope that this session is of help to all of you. One humble request before I begin to all of you is that keep your parents also with you, because deciding on a college whether we should retake CLAT 2021, all of these things are equally important for them also to listen. So please keep at least one parent with all of you so that this discussion can be of great help in deciding what is the best choice and how you can go ahead with it. Okay, so to begin with, I will first talk about what are the options that are available now, considering that CLAT and ALET exams and some of the other exams are over. So what are the backup options that we all have? Okay, so one thing that I want to be very clear about, that just because CLAT did not work out for some of you, do not fret, do not be nervous. There are many good options which are available, still available for all of you. I'm going to talk about those options now. Many of you who have given the MHCET exam, the Maharashtra Law CET exam for 5 years, you would be waiting obviously for your results. So there are excellent options. If CLAT did not work out for you, there are excellent options which are available to all of you in Maharashtra, which all of you can aspire to get in. So which are these best options? The best one obviously is located in Mumbai, Government Law College in Mumbai. Then you have Indian Law Society in Pune, Praveen Gandhi. There are a couple of good colleges in Pune also, which all of you can target. The best one obviously being Indian Law Society Pune, ILS Pune. And then there are colleges like Ferguson College and others in Pune, which all of you can target. So if you have given MHCET, it's fine. Whatever has happened, we can't change it. But what we can look forward to is this. So if you've written MHCET, these are the colleges that you can look forward to. Now, many students, especially from North India, they ask me, sir, we don't want to go basically to Maharashtra or any other colleges. Can you tell us some of the options which are available to us in North India? So let me tell you which are the options which all of you can go in. Many of you who have written CLAT can apply for IP University's law program. There are 10, 12 colleges which come under IP University. The best one being the law school under IP University, the University School of Law. Then there are other colleges like VIPS and others which all of you can target. Keep in mind that the deadline to apply for IP University is tomorrow. 16th is the last day to apply. You can apply there with your CLAT score. So if anybody is interested in applying for these colleges, you can apply and you can go to IP University. Some other average backup options also, which if you want to keep your options open, are Lloyd College in Greater Noida and also Amity. Now, Amity, I would say that keep it as your last option. If nothing works out for you, then you work with this option. Otherwise, it's better that you try to get into IP and other colleges. Okay. If you look at the best colleges, now among the topmost colleges, which are the colleges which can still accept results? Okay, so which are those colleges? So NMIMS Mumbai and their other campuses are still accepting admissions. So Narsi Monji in Mumbai is a very, very good ranked college. If you are interested, you can definitely apply for NMIMS Mumbai. Jindal. Now, because CLAT results and other things have come out, there might be many students who would prefer NLUs over Jindal. There is always a possibility, right? So stay in touch with these colleges, call these colleges, visit the colleges. There is always a possibility that they might have some vacant seats, which if you apply to, you have a very good chance of getting. So keep that in mind that NMIMS Mumbai and Jindal are very, very good top ranked colleges in India. There is a possibility that you can get a seat here. So do apply for it. UPES in Dehradun and Nirma University in Ahmedabad are again decent options. So if you are exploring decent options in law which have very good national stature, then you can also apply for UPES and Nirma. Now again, keep in mind the deadlines are very near. So try to apply if you are serious about it. As I said, these are colleges with national stature. If you're serious about it, apply within the next 2-3 days. These are decent options which all of you can consider. One humble request to all of you is that I know that many of you would have a lot of questions, and I'll be very happy to take your questions in the end. So keep your questions with you. In the end, when I give you the opportunity, feel free to put it in the chat section and I'll answer as many questions as I can. Okay. The fourth option is basically the regional colleges. So many people would think, sir, basically we want to write CLAT again. Okay. But we also want to keep some backup options open in case it doesn't work out for us. So do we go to bigger cities where we have very good options? So we always tell the students that bigger cities provide you with much better exposure in terms of internships, job opportunities, and many other things. Okay. If you feel ki, sir, that would be too much for us, we would want to look at options which are near us, then you can look at the regional colleges also. Some of them are located in South India, especially in and around Bangalore. There are some in East India, like KIT University in Bhubaneswar, decent option if you want to go ahead with it. There are many options in Calcutta also. If you want, you can go ahead with these things. There are many other colleges in Delhi also, especially for Delhi students. If you are aspiring to get into decent colleges, then apart from IP, Lloyd and Amity, there are some other options also which all of you can consider. So if by chance, if you feel like these are the colleges which we can go with, then do apply as early as possible and try to get into these colleges irrespective of what your eventual goal is. And I'm going to talk about that eventual goal later on, so do not worry about it. Okay. Then comes the option of institutional rounds. Now, many of you who might not be aware of what institutional rounds are, let me explain it to you. So basically, in CLAT, there are 3 lists which have come out. And most of the students who would have opted for counseling process, they could take admission in these colleges through these 1, 2, and 3 lists. Okay. If later on there are colleges which have some seats left, and in our experience there are always colleges which after 3rd list also have some vacant seats. Okay, so if you would have read the CLAT notification this year, you would have noticed that in the last paragraph of the entire notification they have written that candidates can also opt for institutional rounds. That has nothing to do with the counseling process that has happened. So what is this? Okay. So what you can do from now on is, now that the third list is more or less over, you can all visit the websites of these individual colleges on a regular basis, and there you will find the notification for vacant lists in those colleges. So there are colleges, for example, if there is a seat in a particular NLU vacant, then they will come out with their own notification, and they will tell you as to how you have to apply for that NLU. That is what we call institutional rounds. Okay, so every college, if there is a seat vacant, they might come up with a list. If you want to know more about it, you can go to Telegram and you can subscribe to the IMS GSL channel there, and you will keep getting the updates pertaining to all the colleges which have opened the vacant seats. We'll constantly update you with respect to the same. But if you also go and visit the colleges, that would be great. You would get information from there also. Keep in mind that the admissions are not on first come, first serve basis. In institutional rounds, they are based on merit completely. So if 100 people apply, they will again come up with a merit list on the basis of CLAT score, and then you will be allotted a NLU on the basis of the same. So if you feel like all of my chances of getting into an NLU are over, then I am giving you one more way where you can still wait for some time, look at the colleges, and you can still have a seat in one of the good colleges in India. Okay, so that is the second option which all of you can try to get into. Okay. Option 3, which a lot of students have asked me about, sir, is rewriting CLAT 2021 a good option? Should we attempt CLAT again? Right? Is it worthwhile? This is something which I thought is something that I should address, and I should tell you the pro and cons of it. Why is it important that if you are really determined, if you don't want to compromise with the college in your life, then why is it important that you should write CLAT 21? I am going to talk about this. Once again, I want to repeat that if you have your parents with you, that will be wonderful, so that they also can understand as to why writing CLAT 2021 can be a very good option for all of you. Okay. Now, before I tell you the reasons and how writing CLAT 2021 can change the way you could write the exam, I want to make it very clear to all of you as to why is that getting into top law schools is very important. Why is that getting into top law schools is going to help your career? Okay, so this is something which I thought I'll begin with. Now, keep in mind, there are hundreds, in fact, thousands of law schools in the country. Okay, you are going to get the law degree from there. Okay, but is it worthwhile? Is it that should we chase a law degree, or should we chase the degree from the topmost college? And why is that so many students all across the country in thousands want to get into these colleges? The first and the most important reason is that these NLUs provide the right platform for holistic development. I always tell this to students that when you get into NLUs, you enter as a different person and you come out as a different person altogether. And the reason being that these institutions are institutes of excellence. Okay, they are the best in their field, and the topmost cream from all across the country, they go there and they study there. When you study at an institute with such a reputation, with possibility of getting such wonderful exposure, you tend to improve yourself in a much better way than just going to any law school and getting a degree from there. One more way of looking at NLUs is that NLUs are at par with IITs and IIMs. You would hear every year that, okay, IIT did not work out for me this year in 12th. I will write the IIT JEE exam again because I don't want to compromise with my college. Okay, that same thing applies to NLUs also. NLUs are worth, NLUs are colleges which are worth trying for. Okay, and that is the reason why so many students every year they write the CLAT exam again. NLUs provide unmatched exposure and opportunities, not only limited to our country, but also abroad. Okay, so foreign companies and the law firms have started coming into our country, and they hire from the topmost NLUs. International internships and opportunities are available to students in United Nations or International Court of Justice and others when you come from a good brand college, because that is something which decides later on. I'm not saying that those options are not available to adult students, okay? But when you come from a background of an NLU, it gives you an edge over other students, okay? Students and faculty exchange programs with renowned foreign universities, guest lectures. I always tell this to people that we always hear about Supreme Court and High Court judges, right? That this particular judgment has been given, and it is of great repercussion, right? Everything in our country gets affected if a judgment comes out of a High Court or Supreme Court, right? These people, they actually come and teach you in the colleges, okay? Whether it is the Chief Justice of India, Supreme Court, High Court judges, and stalwarts in their fields, they come and teach you, and that is a kind of exposure that you get when you go to a good NLU. Brilliant peer group and alumni. Generally, we tend to undermine this factor, but this is something very, very important. If you go into the best colleges, you will study with the best people. This is something which you should always consider in a college. If you are studying with the best people, you always tend to improve yourself. Okay, if I'm studying with a mediocre bunch of students, I will feel that I am the best and I will never feel like improving myself. But when you are in a top college, when you are with the best people, you always feel like that person is getting ahead of me. I have to do everything possible. I have to work hard and I have to reach that standard. That is something very, very unique about NLUs. Okay. Alumni base is very important. So these NLUs who have been established and are doing really well, they have very good alumni base. Okay. And these are the people who later on provide you with opportunities for jobs, for internships, and they are basically more or less your guardians. Okay, and that is a big advantage of getting into a good NLU. Okay, so that is again something that you get there. The quality of placements, the quality of education that is provided is unmatched. Okay, so whatever I have told you should be good enough of a reason why we should give definitely one attempt, one more attempt towards these colleges. But again, it comes to our mind, sir, but why should I waste a year? Okay, and I have great objections with this term that always students and parents use. Sir, would we be wasting a year? It's not a waste of an year. Okay, it's a golden opportunity which you have. If you're able to get into a good college, nobody is ever going to ask you in your life, okay, what did you do after your 12th standard? I have never seen people asking such questions to students. Okay, so don't think of it as a waste of a year. Take it as an opportunity to do even better than what you have done this year. Once you reach there, sky is the limit for all of you. You will never look back at what you did in the past. Your mentality will always be forward looking, and that is what you should keep in mind. One more thing that you need to keep in mind is have a different outlook. Okay, I always whenever I talk to students, I always tell them going to a good institute, going to a good school, deciding on a good career means it is going to impact the next 35, 40 years of your life. If something is that important, then we should never compromise on it. Okay, we have decided that we want to be lawyers. Okay, but what kind of lawyer we want to be, what kind of opportunities should be available to us in future, that to a greater extent in the beginning depends on which college you are passing out from. Later on, obviously, it will depend on your hard work, but that kickstart which people get when they are from good institutes, that is something that I want you all should get. 30% of the toppers, in fact, this figure keeps on changing. I have seen this figure going up in CLAT, are actually repeat takers. And I'll give you some examples later on of people who have attempted CLAT again and have done incredibly, incredibly well. Okay, so don't feel like that you will be alone in this race. Okay, so many of the toppers every year are all repeat takers who decided that they don't want to compromise with their college and they attempted CLAT again. Uh, Later on, I will talk about as to what are the ways in which you can basically repeat, take this repeat attempt. But keep in mind, if you have decided that you want to get into law, one choice is that we get into a college and compromise on that college. The other choice is later on that rather than getting into a 5-year law school, we get into a 3-year law school after our graduation, right? The problem with that is that it's going to take you 6 years to finish law. Now, if you have to spend 6 years doing law, why not do it from a top college in India? Why compromise and do a 3-year law or a law after graduation? Because even if you drop and do a 5-year law, it's still going to take you 6 years, but your degree will have much more value. Okay, so that is something that should be a very, very important point that all of you should keep in mind. Okay, you will only start from year one if you crack a top law school, but eventually, as I said, the degree that you have will have much more value. Okay, so this is something that should be a decider. It really doesn't matter, and I am a person who has gone through the same process. I can tell you it doesn't matter at the end of the day whether you graduate at 23 or you graduated at 24 or you graduated at 22. What matters is that we have to graduate from a top college rather than at 23 graduating from a mediocre institute where people ask you a question when you tell about your college. I said, this is also a college. Okay, I don't think you should graduate from such a college. So if you are determined, if you feel like this is something that you would really want to do, then I would definitely recommend uh, uh, one more chance at CLAT 2021. So how to go about it? Okay, what should be your approach? What should be your action plan? Okay, plan A, which is recommended always, is that you join a non-NLU college and prepare for CLAT 2021. First year of college, irrespective of which college you go to, is not very stressful. Okay, your complete focus should be on the CLAT prep. Along with it, you can easily prepare for your first year of law school. So don't worry about it. It's very, very basically easy to get through the first year of law school. Okay, you can join our special CLAT repeaters batch, which I'm going to talk about later on. So wait till the end of this session. Attempt CLAT, ALET, and MHCT if you want next year. Don't keep yourself limited to only CLAT. Okay, their ALET as an exam is equally good. If you still feel that there are other colleges also which you want to try as a backup option, you can try for other colleges also. But CLAT and ALET, these two colleges are really good colleges and worth giving one more shot for. Okay, so definitely attempt these exams. If you secure admission at a top NLU, leave your current college and then move on to the NLU which you have received. If by chance, if it doesn't work out for you, you can continue in the law school that you are studying right now. So there is nothing to lose. Okay, there is everything to gain from this first method. Okay, so that is again something that all of you can do. What is the plan B? What can be the alternate to this? If you feel like, no, sir, we don't want to get into a non-NLU college or a law school, you can go for a non-law course also. Okay, if you feel like I don't want to compromise on my law school, I will try it again, but right now let me take a non-law course. That can again be a very good option. So you can go for courses in the universities which provide. So Mumbai University has very good courses. Delhi University has exceptional courses which all of you can go for with your 12 percentage. Same goes with universities from all across the country. So if you don't want to get into a law school, which generally is recommended, you can also go for a non-law course, and along with that, you can prepare for CLAT 21. So that is the second option. What is the third option? What is the plan C? Plan C can be that you devote all your time and attention to CLAT 21. You don't take admission in a non-NLU. You don't take admission in a non-law course. You completely dedicate yourself to CLAT 21. But again, with this particular option, there is an inherent risk. CLAT and ALET are very, very unpredictable exams. You have seen this year, you have seen it in the past also. So it's always recommended that you go with the option in hand. Okay, you can devote your time comfortably even along with the college. But if you feel like this is my life, this is something that I want to do and I don't want to get into a college, you can choose this option also. But again, as I said, it's a very, very risky proposition. Eventually what you do in those 2 hours when you're writing the exam, that matters. Okay, and nothing else matters before it. So keep that in mind, and whichever option suits you the best, you can go ahead with that option. Okay, what will be different for all of you? Okay, many of you would be thinking, sir, we attempted CLAT, we prepared for 1 year or 2 year, or in the crash course. What will be different this time around, right? Keep in mind that all of you were giving the CLAT exam along with your 12th. So you were already burdened with your school, college assignments, boards, tuition classes, and so many other things, which will not be present this year. Okay. COVID was a huge, huge distraction, which completely took away the focus of a lot of students. I know it because a lot of you have shared these things with me. That is something that will completely change, hopefully next year, and you will be able to give the attempt with much more focus and attention. Okay, difficulty to manage time, energy, and focus on two separate study goals. One was your board, and the other one was cracking these entrance exams. Now it will be only one goal, that I have to get into a topmost NLU. That's it. Okay. Peer pressure obviously is there to perform in boards. What will our neighbors say? What will we say to our relatives when they ask us how much you scored in 12? That was a great factor which, in a way, demotivated us from giving our best in this year's CLAT exam. That is something which obviously will change. Uh, for many of you, you prepared for CLAT exam in the crash course just with 1 or 2 months of study maximum. For you, you can have the entire year to your disposal now. Obviously, whatever you performed right now, you will do incredibly well in your next attempt. So if you were from a crash course batch, or if you have given only 30-40 days or a little more than that because of COVID, then the second time around you will have much better time, focus, energy, motivation to do really well in the next exam. You will be better, you can better anticipate the change in CLAT pattern also. Many students told me, sir, because of the change in CLAT pattern, it was very difficult for us to attempt this paper. We were not very much prepared for the new CLAT pattern. Now that you go in the second exam in the new CLAT pattern, you will be much more prepared. You can anticipate the kind of questions which can be expected. So uh, this time what will happen, as I said, you will be well versed with the pattern and approach for CLAT, ALET and other entrance exams. You can anticipate surprises better, because the first time we write the exam, it becomes very, very difficult. But uh, eventually, uh, now you can anticipate your pattern and approach in a much better way. You can anticipate surprises much better. Second attempt obviously will be focused and exclusive preparation of 1 year. So that is something that will change a lot of things for all of you. You can give better focus now on GK, legal, and mathematics, and you can try to score even better in this year's entrance exam. And as I said, you will be much better prepared for the new CLAT pattern this time. Okay. Um, Let me give you some of the examples of people who, like you, had thought of writing CLAT again, and let me tell you where they are. So this year, one of our students whom I have personally taught, Dhruv Pola, he gave CLAT this year. He was a repeat taker. Last year, he did not get any NLU. He took admission in GLC Mumbai. This year, He has cracked the exam with AIR 62. He will be joining NLS Bangalore this year. Atharv Patwardhan, our last year student, again did not get a college last year, took admission in GLC Mumbai. In 2019, he gave CLAT again, scored AIR rank of 18, currently studying in NLS Bangalore. And if you want to see his interviews and others, they are available on the IMS YouTube channel. We have done some interaction sessions with him, so please watch that also, and you'll get an idea as to what changes. Same goes with Shrudula also. She took admission in NMIMS. Next year got AIR 80, cracked Nalsar Hyderabad. Sumit, Vignesh, Harshvardhan, Madhav, Anumeha. I have hundreds of examples of people who have given exam again and were able to do incredibly well in getting into the topmost colleges. So don't feel like you will be alone in this journey. Keep in mind, you should be motivated. You should know your strengths and weaknesses in a much better way now that you've given the exam once, and give your 100% this time and get into the topmost colleges. What is our plan for all of you? So we are going to launch a IMS GSL Maximizers Repeaters batch of 2021. This batch will begin in the first week of November. What all you can expect in this batch? So students will be engaged on weekdays, minimum 4 days a week, plus GK on Sundays. There will be concept reviser classes. So if you have, by chance, if your concepts are weak, you can get your concepts done. There will be periodic weekly practice tests, weekly mock test analysis, review and doubt solving sessions will be conducted for every student. Additional material for CLAT 2021 practice than what you had earlier, that will be provided to all of you. One-on-one score improvement sessions and personalized mentoring. Every student who attempts CLAT is different. They have different strategies. They have different strengths and weaknesses. So our focus is to provide you with personalized mentoring sessions so that we can understand as to where you might be going wrong and to suggest you ways in which how that can be improved upon. So that will also be there. 40 plus mocks for CLAT and ALET 2021. So all of these things will be provided if you join the IMS Maximizer batch of 2021. Now, one thing that many students ask me, so what is the fee structure? Any IMS student who have prepared for 1 year or 2 years with us, you are all covered under the IMS guarantee program. So the entire IMS Maximizer program, for any IMS student who has prepared with us for 1 or 2 years earlier, it will be completely free of cost. No fee will be charged to such student. Any student of IMS who was prepared with us just for the crash course, the brisk program of 2022, you can pay the difference of fee and you can get upgraded. Just contact your center for more details. You don't have to pay the entire fee. Whatever you've paid till date, that will be subtracted, and whatever upgradation fee is there, you can pay the fee and you can prepare for the entire year. For all the non-IMS students who are joining us today, the fee for the IMS Maximizer program is 70,000 rupees. But people who have attempted CLAT in 2020 or people who have gotten NLUs but still want to go for CLAT 2021, we have provided very good waivers for all of you. So get in touch with our IMS centers and we'll help you out in the final fee after all the waivers which are applicable. If you want to know more about the IMS programs, get in touch with us and we'll help you out in deciding as to what is the way ahead for all of you. So I think this is it from my side. Thank you everyone for joining in. I will now open the floor for questions. So if you have any questions, feel free to put it in the live chat section that you can see on YouTube, and I'll be happy to answer some of the important questions. Okay. So feel free to put your questions. So I've gotten a lot of questions. Let me see as to what are some of the interesting ones that I can answer quickly. Sir, getting BCom LLB Nirma, should I join? It depends completely. Mohacon, what other options do you have? If you want to prepare CLAT again next year, but if you want to keep a decent option open, yes, you can go ahead with Nirma. Uh, Astha has asked, sir, I'm from Delhi NCR. Should I go for NMIMS Mumbai or do LLB from DU after graduation? Astha, keep in mind, always your first option should be to try and getting into a good 5-year law school. If by any chance if that doesn't work out for you, then only go for 3-year LLB. NMIMS Mumbai campus is a very, very good college. So if you have gotten NMIMS Mumbai, go ahead with it. If you want to give CLAT again, you can go for that also. Uh, Manav has asked, so my rank is 3467. Is there any chance to get spot admission in NLUs? Now, to Manav and all the students who want to understand as to what their chances are, my recommendation to all of you is go to the CLAT Consortium website, open the third list of all the colleges, and whatever your target colleges are, see where the ranks have closed for your category. You can check out for general. If you're a domicile, you can check out for that. And from there, you will get a very good idea ki, whether the cutoff is expected to reach your rank or not. Okay, so that is something that you will get a very good idea about, but there is no harm in applying. Okay, it will be completely on merit basis. Uh, when is the NMIMS CLAT score merit list will be out, sir? Apex and other students. It is expected to come out soon. In fact, many students have started getting offers also. Get in touch with your IMS center or your mentors. They will tell you the exact process. And also get in touch with NMIMS. They will give you more clarity on this. Uh, Sakshi has said, my CLAT rank is 15,000 and I'm a dropper. What should I do? Sakshi, if you've already taken a drop this year and you gave the CLAT exam, according to me, I won't recommend that you take another drop. Take a good college as per your CLAT rank or other colleges that you might be getting. If you feel like, yeah, I'm not getting any colleges out of my 5-year options, or the options that you're getting are not good enough, then you can go for 3-year or 3-year law later on, whether from Mumbai or from Delhi or other good colleges. Okay. Ram Sharana has asked, ILS needs only MHCET or is there any other option for admission? ILS only considers your MHCET score. There is no other way you can get admission in ILS. So go through the MHCET scores only. Sir, is it worth to take admission in GIMS Greater Noida? Vineet has asked this question. Vineet, it depends on what do you want to do with it. Okay, if you feel like that is the only college that I'll get, and if you want to give CLAT again, then it's better that you take admission in GIMS right now. It's in Noida, as you know, and later on you can write CLAT again. Okay, but keeping an option is very important. Arsh, please suggest some good private colleges for law. I think, Arsh, I have earlier mentioned, maybe you joined later. Jindal might have some seats open. You can try for Jindal. NMIMS Mumbai is a very good private college which you can try for. UPES, Dehradun, Nirma University in Ahmedabad are decent options which all of you can try for. Okay. Jessica has asked, EIR 3871 Delhi resident, can I get IPU main campus? Jessica, you have very good chance that you can get IPU's main campus, but it completely depends on how many people have applied this year and what would be the cutoff. You have good chance, but we'll have to wait for the final list to come out. Okay. Sujal has asked, I haven't applied for NMIMS. Are the admissions open yet? Sujal, there is a possibility that they might take admissions through CLAT score. Just visit the website, call them so that you get much clarity on that. How is VIPS Pitampura? It's the second best option in under IP University Mayank. So it's a decent option. You can go ahead with it if you want to keep a backup option open. Uh, Smita has asked, sir, is it worth to opt for BCom honors from top 10 DU colleges against IP integrated course from VIPS? Uh, it depends on what do you want to do, Amita. If you've decided that law is something that I want to do, I have said that both options are good enough. But then with BCom, what will you do in future? Whether you want to go for 3-year law and all of those things, which college you are getting under BCom, that again will be important. Uh, Better option according to me would be going for VIPS. It's a decent college. I'm not saying it's a very, very good college, but it's a decent college. Along with it, you can prepare for CLAT, and then if it works out for you, go to that college, or you can continue with VIPS. Being in Delhi or Mumbai and other metro cities has very good advantages. Okay, so along with VIPS, you will have those advantages also. Uh, Prerna has asked, sir, I didn't get any invitation. Prerna, better to try for private colleges which accept CLAT score, because I don't think you will be getting colleges under NLUs if you are from general category, but you can try for private colleges. Okay. Uh, Mansi has asked, can I apply for institutional list even if I've exited? Yes, you can. Okay, institutional rounds have nothing to do with uh, the rounds which took place earlier. They are completely independent. Any student can apply. Okay. Charvi has asked, will the CLAT retakers batch will be online or at centers? As of now, the maximizer batch that I talked about, it will be a completely online batch. But if you have a IMS center close to you, you can always visit the center for doubt solving, other queries, mentoring sessions, all of those things you can go and visit the center for. Okay. Uh, Asad has asked, should so there is no age limit Asad in NLUs. Okay. Just that because you are finishing 12th right now, it's always uh, because even if you go for graduation, it's going to take you the same time. If you've decided you want to go for law, better go for 5 years. Uh, will we get written material in IMS repeaters batch? Yes, Mohak, you will be getting extra material in the form of written material in the IMS repeaters batch, apart from the mocks and other things. Okay, so don't worry about the same. Gagan has asked, sir, my rank is AIR 25860. Outside Delhi General, can I get main campus of GGSPIU? Gagan, it's a little bit difficult. What I'll suggest you is look at the cutoff for the main campus of IP last year. Uh, as I said, it will be a little difficult, but no harm in applying. Okay. Sir, can I register for CLAT Maximizer batch if I can't attend the concept lectures? Yes, you can, Arya. You can completely concept lectures. If you want to do concept lectures, you can. Okay. But if you feel like, concept lectures are not for me, you can join Maximus batch also. And there is another batch which we are going to launch, which will be completely dedicated to people who want to focus more on doubt solving, who want to focus more on practice, test taking, analysis, mentoring. There will be another set of batch for such students. So don't worry. Just get in touch with your IMS center and we'll update you on these batches. Okay. Shubham, uh, uh, I have dealt with the entire issue. Taking a drop after 12 is a good option or not. My entire session in the last half an hour was about that. So by chance, if you were late, Shubham, you can check out this video again and you will get the answer to this question. Uh, Siddharth, you can go to the website. So Siddharth has asked, sir, how to get updates for institutional rounds? Do we have to go to college websites? The answer is yes. You will have to go to the college websites to check if they have any vacant seats. They will put up a notification. The other option is we will be posting all the updates on your my IMS GSL channel on Telegram. So don't worry about it. Even non-IMS students can subscribe to IMS GSL channel on Telegram, and you will get all the updates. Okay. Uh, Aditi has asked, sir, I am doing BMS. So if law after graduation worth considering, yes, Aditi, you can, but first give your best for 5-year law. I would recommend 5-year law to any student who is in their first year of graduation right now, maximum. Okay. If you are about to go in your second year, I won't recommend 5-year law. Better go for a 3-year law of law after graduation. Okay. Sir, to go for VIPs or get into DU, then 3-year law, Vipul, try getting into VIPs, attempt CLAT again if you want to, and get yourself upgraded to a good NLU. Okay. Yes, Nazar, with 2900, you always have a chance. But again, it depends, as I said, on how many seats are left in the colleges and which college exactly you want to get in. So, one recommendation is that you check out the third list and see at what rank the college has closed. You will get a wonderful idea about what you can expect. Uh, Sir, is the Maximizers batch free for Crash Course students? So, Lavi, for the Crash Course students, the Maximizer batch is not free, but you just have to pay the upgradation fee. You don't have to pay the entire fee, you just have to pay the upgradation fee. Okay? If you are an IMS student from Crash Course. Uh, Drishti, I won't recommend MIT Pune. Uh, Medhaj has asked, sir, I'll attempt CLAT again in 2021, but for now I'm taking admission in non-law. DU will be better. DU will be better than DTU. So you can go for DU. Okay. I hope I have answered. Uh, Parul, if you have got NUSRL Rachi, you can wait for the institutional rounds of the colleges. I'm pretty sure that you can get upgraded in the institutional rounds. Uh, First, look for that. Uh, NMIMS Mumbai, if you can get, that would be a good choice, Parul. But first, look for the upgrade. You can get upgraded in the institutional rounds, even if you've gotten NUSRL Rachi. Okay. Rahul, you can get in touch with our center and you will get to know about the uh, schedule for the repeaters batch. So don't worry about that. Get in touch with your IMS center, nearest IMS center, and they will update you with respect to the same. Lavi, with respect to the upgradation fee, you can get in touch with the center and they will help you out. Okay. So I think I have covered more or less all the important questions that you had in mind. Thank you everyone for joining in. I hope that this session has helped you in some way decide on what can you go for in the future, whether to go for institutional rounds, whether you can get into a private school, or whether taking CLAT again is a good option. If any one of you have joined later on, you can go through the video again. Thank you everyone again for joining us today. Take care of yourself and keep looking for seats in colleges. There is always a good chance that you can get it. Thank you everyone again. Take care.